stakeholder value of your personal brand. It starts first by you even seeing yourself now as a business. You are a company. You are a company, so it's time to maximize your stakeholder value. So we start by defining it and say, okay, what is a stakeholder? Who is a stakeholder? I think by definition, a stakeholder basically means all of the people, that have something to do with your brand. All of the people that have something to do with your brand. Let's say, for example, you sell lemonade. You sell juice. You are a small child. You're selling maybe juice or whatever in your neighborhood. And your friends come to help you to sell that juice. Your mom is also around. All of those people around you are your stakeholders. They have a stake in the thing. They have a stake in whatever it is that you are doing. So they are stakeholders. So the question is, how do you maximize stakeholder value of your personal brand? Those of you watching on Instagram, welcome to the episode. So a stakeholder is a person that has a stake, a part of what it is that you are doing. As a personal brand, you have stakeholders. Your stakeholders are, number one, you. Your stakeholders are, number two, the people that buy anything from you, your customers. If you work in a company, for example, your stakeholders are the organization you work for and your boss, your direct reports. Your stakeholders are your family members. All those are your stakeholders, right? The title of this episode is, how do you maximize stakeholder value of your personal brand? The next question is, what does value mean? Value basically means improvements. It means betterment. Value means help. Anything that can improve another person's life is valuable to that person. So the title of the talk again is maximizing stakeholder value. Remember, you have your stakeholders in your life. Your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your children, they are all stakeholders in your life, in your personal brand. If you work for a company, your employer is a stakeholder. Your direct report is also a stakeholder. The people that buy products and services from you, they're also stakeholders. So how do you maximize stakeholder value? And we said value is about growth. It's about improvement. So by maximizing stakeholder value, you want to say to yourself, you dimension all of your stakeholders. What do each of them want? When you give them what all of them want, you are being a valuable personal brand. So let us dimension it. Let's start from your customers. What do your customers want from you? They want a great product. They want it delivered on time, isn't it? What else do customers want from you? When you give customers what they want, you are fulfilling the stakeholder expectation of that community of stakeholders, which is customers. That's what your customers want. If you have a 9-to-5, you have a boss that you are reporting to. What does your boss want? What do they want from you? When you give your boss what your boss wants, because your boss is a stakeholder in your personal brand. If you don't just meet his expectation, if you exceed the expectation of your boss, you know what's going to happen to you, right? More opportunities will come to you. Because your boss is not a wall, your boss is a door if you know how to work your relationship with him or her. Did you get that? So that's one way through which you can maximize stakeholder value. Are you getting this? Those of you watching this on Instagram, if you're understanding, write a comment, give me some hearts, take a screenshot and share it with your friends and tell them what you're learning from this episode of Paul Foh Podcast. Before I go on, if you have not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching me on Instagram and you've never clicked on the follow button, please click on the follow button, write a comment and tell me what you think about it. This episode of the Paul Foh Podcast was sponsored by me. my companies. All right, so the first part of the business that sponsored this episode is my 5-day Make Sales Challenge. It's my class that's coming up on the 25th to the 30th of July. It's 5 days, and I'll walk you through the sales process in 5 days, how to get leads, how to follow up, how to use ChatGPT to get sales. A lady called Noella Martins attended the class in the last cohort, and she sold the house on day 2. I just developed a software to help you manage your sales calls and all this type of thing. I'll give it to you for free if you sign up for the class. The link is going to be in the show notes. The second people that sponsored this episode of the Paul Foh Podcast is my WhatsApp community. I've been run that community now for 5 years. It's called Sales Factory. In the community, I teach sales every day, Monday to Friday. I drop a nugget Monday to Friday. We review a book on the 16th of every month, or a podcast. Next month, we are reviewing Spencer Lodge podcast with Tyler Denk, the co-founder of Beehive. Beehive they make over $1 million in MRR, monthly recurring revenue. All right. On Wednesdays in my WhatsApp group, we tell people to drop their content or their sales calls, and all of us will group coach them or tell them how they can make it better. If you were paying somebody, you would have paid a lot, but over 200 people are giving you ideas on how to make your content better and tools to make your content better. And then on Fridays, we tell people to sell themselves, sell their products and their services. Those are things that happen in my WhatsApp group. It's 100,000 naira, or if you convert that to dollars and pounds for the whole year, but we are doing a quarterly plan now, so you can pay 25K. I think that's 13 pounds for 90 days. So join the community. The link is in the show notes as well. So let's continue. So how does this apply to your personal brand? What is a personal brand? What is a brand? A brand is what people think or say about you when you're not in the room. Now, whether you like it or not, people have perceptions of you. Whether you like it or not, all of you watching me right now, people have thoughts about you, whether you like it or not. Now, your job is to determine how you want to be perceived. How do you want to be perceived? Off the back of how you want to be perceived, you start crafting a narrative that fits that. Don't come as you are in this world. You will not make money. You have to craft a narrative for your stakeholders. So now you have identified who your stakeholders are. Your stakeholders have all the opportunities you need. Your stakeholders have all the money you need in this world. Your stakeholders have all the open doors you need. All right. So you want to say to yourself, what will make me compel my stakeholders to give me the things that I want in this life? That is a personal brand. So we must all build our personal brands. So how do you do that? So I said maximizing the stakeholder value of your personal brand, right? So your personal brand has to do with, your personality, what makes you stand out, your products, what product are you selling, your publishing. You got to publish your product every single time. That's why I do content like this. That's why I do stuff like this. You must be pitching your personal brand every single day. I tell people all the time that if you talk to 10 people about your product and your service, in a year, you'd have spoken to 2,500 people. If you have a 5% conversion rate of that, that is serious money for your business. Did you get that? All right. So these are tips through which you can now use to maximize your stakeholder value. Now that you know who your stakeholders are, how do you maximize the value? Because if you are a valuable personal brand, you will get more opportunities. If you are a valuable personal brand, you will get a lot of open doors. If you are a valuable personal brand, people will buy your product and your service. So what happens there is that if you increase yourself, if you improve yourself, because you are the most critical part of this ecosystem, if you get better, your stakeholders will get better. If you improve yourself, the quality of your work in your office will get better. If you get better, you will serve your customers at a higher level. If you serve your customers at a higher level, they will refer you to new opportunities. When they refer you to new opportunities, you will make more money. If your stakeholders is your family, if you get better as a man, you will spend more time with your wife and children. You become a valuable husband to your family. That is how you maximize your stakeholder value of your personal brand. Long and short, when you get better, your stakeholders' lives get better. When your stakeholders' lives get better, your money gets better. When your money gets better, you add more value to your stakeholders. So it's like a flywheel. And for the business part of your stakeholders, you will get more new customers join you because you are maximizing stakeholder value, and they're telling other people to come and work with you. So that is how you maximize stakeholder value of your personal brand. And that brings me to the end of this episode of the Paul Foh Podcast. It's very, very powerful. 11 minutes, 12 minutes, but I think it's power packed. If you're listening to this on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, write a comment, take a screenshot, and tell me that you're enjoying this episode. This is episode 206. 205 of the Paul Foh Podcast. God bless you, and soon. My Instagram hasn't go anywhere.